Here, as you can see, at the back. So Vision Online TV, we just, caught up with this while going to the Ministry of Information, Culture, Affairs and Tourism. I just thought it was to stop by to bring you this information as it relates to what is happening here at the grounds of the Liberian National Police headquarters on the Capitol Bypass. They are here training and so happy in a jubilating mood. And they are here in training of the 17th of July, which will be on Thursday. So whatever you're watching it from, this was just something short. We just thought it was to bring to your attention. Things it's all about, but we are here bringing you this live coverage. This is Vision Online TV. So you see, so we are here bringing you all this happening here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. This is in line with the July 17th protest, which will be on Thursday. And bring you some of the happening here. So where are you watching the live video from? We want to say share our live video here as they continue on the train, as they continue to get ready for the protest, where the police are. They are here to take care of life and property as well. We're talking about, see what the police are doing here at national headquarters here, and they are getting ready for the protest on the 17th of July. Our Vision Online TV, we're just here to bring you some of the happening here. The police here to energize themselves here. officer from the immigration joined the session. So folks, we are still here bringing you some of the headquarters of the Liberian National Police, and I see the immigration service here. I joined the Liberian National Police here, and probably they are carrying on some training here.
How do you feel? Are you motivated? Motivated, can you get up here? Motivated, can you get up here? Are you motivated? Motivated, can you get up here? One step forward, move.
In the diaspora. This process started small, as every genuine process auto, and has generated so much enthusiasm. To the extent that it is supported on every continent where Liberians are present, every country within the geographic bailiwick of the Republic of Liberia, every district, every zone, every hamlet, every mountaintop, across every river, before every valley. Because we are the people, and power is inherent in the people. We're not afraid of you. Not even Borkai. And this establishes why the likes of Gregory Common must resign. Why masterminds of these sort of brutal actions and undemocratic proceedings like Kofi Wu must resign. We will never retreat from this patriotic, non-violent fight. We will not stoop low. We will not compromise. We will keep standing, even at the peril of our lives. We will not retreat from any coward like Joseph Boakai, who remains a coward, the biggest coward of this republic, that sat before the world's most powerful man, that asked him, "What can I do for your country?" And Boakai could not even present his agenda to the President of the United States. He didn't discuss health care or education or the failing economy. He could not. Or peace and stability. Liberians are dying here from hunger, for the lack of basic social services. And Joseph Boakai is privileged to be seated a breath away from the world's most powerful man. They're asking, "What can I do for you or for your country?" And all Boakai could say is, "My country has minerals." Ask about your people. The millions of Liberians that are struggling every day, calling from basic social services. You say it's shut down. Ask about the 48% budget allotment from Western powers, from the US, that's been cut down. You could not think about your people for once. You could not. You were only thinking about how to maximize profit, how to make money. All you could say was, my country has minerals, because all that you ever think about is how to pocket money, how to live a life of luxury. I will ride wheelbarrow to work if I have to. What is important is to do the people's work. Joseph Boakai. 3 months after, you are riding Lexus luxury jeeps that jointly cost close to $1 million or more US dollars. Why did you make Amir that to resign? Why did you coerce for asking to resign? For buying vehicles that cost $90,000. But you were to come months later, few months later, to buy 2 Lexus that cost anywhere around $1 million US dollars. A betrayal of trust. When you criticize your predecessor that he was going to ride luxury jets, only to come back few years after and justify why you must ride luxury jets when people are suffering and struggling, people dying from hunger-related causes in our country. Corruption has reached its peak. Exchange rate over $200 US dollars, $211 to $1 US dollars. And yet you are not moved. You are still riding 2 luxury Lexus SUVs. You are still enjoying luxury flights when people are struggling. When backgrounders are struggling to put $500 a day in their motorbike tanks. When taxi drivers are struggling to afford money to fill their tanks to do businesses. And you claim to be a rescuer. We have come to say, enough is enough. Joseph Boakai is a fraud. You are a coward. Of course, respect President Trump. He deserves to be respected. I want to believe that Liberia must continue to be grateful to the universe that was trained by U.S. taxpayers' money. The government of the United States, and thanks to them, spend their taxes, their tax dollar, to train this police force that has been mismanaged by Gregory Coma and transformed to take on the appearance of a militant arrangement or a militant surrogate grouping of the ruling United Party that continues to disgrace its patriotism, its doctrine of service, and is behaving as though they are loyal to Greg and not to the state. Where the police is even now trying to desecrate the Messianic teaching in the history of our Messiah, marching in arms and citing from John 11:35 and using that to create fear, pandemonium, and panic. Do you know the meaning of John 11:35? Do you know why Jesus wept? He wept at the grave of Lazarus. That is a tragic depiction of the burden he carried as a Messiah that is sensitive to the plight of a human being. He was mourning for the loss of his brother, of a friend. He was mourning for the tragic reality of a world lost to sin. A world that had lost faith and became dejected and chose their own path. The police is trying to mistakenly, erroneously draw inspiration from John 11:35 to establish a pattern of brutality. Shame on you for twisting the agony of our Messiah to appease your desire for bloodshed or for bloodletting. They are marching in police uniform, carrying guns, and quoting John 11:35, where there is a peaceful protest planned for July 17. Are you sending a message that you will brutalize civilians on July 17? And misquoting John 11:35 and using that to weaponize your agenda to brutalize, to subjugate, and victimize peaceful protesters that are campaigning for the rule of law, for stability, for economic growth, for justice, etc. This is wrong. Warming up. We make examples of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Regardless, we are peaceful, we are not violent, but we are fearless. We will stand, we will confront you. We will resist your tendency towards blood.
Just for a new day. So that they 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 just.
Tomorrow is a national holiday in the Republic of Liberia. Because the masses are coming outside tomorrow peacefully. Bring your t-shirts, red, white, blue, and yellow. Bring your t-shirts. Let me see your t-shirt.
South. Enough is enough!
Yellow.
Enough is enough! Three also! You don't listen? You leave or you leave?
Bring blue t-shirts. Tomorrow is a moment. Those that were dismissed illegally, tomorrow is a moment. Those that were withdrawn from the foreign service, tomorrow is a moment. Pimping riders that have been restricted from exercising their freedom, tomorrow is a moment. Those that are suffering economic hardship, tomorrow is a moment. Victims of police brutality, there, tomorrow is a moment. Don't be afraid. The police is your servant. The police can do nothing to you. Come out tomorrow. I get women that are struggling with their businesses. Tomorrow is your moment. The people that will give them power, and when they are in power, they call them Zogo. Tomorrow is a movement. This makes civil servants. Tomorrow is a movement. This makes EPS. Tomorrow is a movement. This is the time to rise and to say enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Go and buy your banners. Bring your banner. Help someone in your community to have a banner. If you are living in District 17, District 16, District 15, 13, 14, 12, 7, 10, 9, 5, 1, 2, 3. Help the young people. Give them money to print banners, give them t-shirts, and give them militant water. If you are drinking, drink responsibly and be peaceful. Waterback riders, tomorrow is your moment. The police, they're brutalizing you. The police, they're violating your rights. Tomorrow is D-Day. Tomorrow is the day of the people. Tomorrow is the day we say enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So make sure you don't rest, don't go to bed. Continue to mobilize, reach out. Women, come inside. Students that are suffering deplorable conditions in high schools, universities, elementary schools. Tomorrow is your moment. Are you hearing? Are you ready? Yes. 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 Enough is what? Enough. Enough is what? Enough. Enough is what? Enough. We want the police. We want the police. The people coming outside are coming out peacefully. Any peaceful citizen. In fact, let me give you this information. The police has committed that all the checkpoints on the road from there to Central Town and all the checkpoints from Douala to Central Town tomorrow will be removed. There will be no checkpoint. The Minister of Justice, under pressure, has given green light for the protest. So don't be afraid. Come outside. Yo, 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 yo. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm on my way now to Douala. I gotta get home, get ready. Yes. But there is a major endorsement taking place in Douala today. At this time. And get ready to go there. Enough is enough. I think you'll be coming tonight, right? Yes. You're coming tonight, right? Yes. I will be where you're doing the camp.
The Liberian National Police Headquarters here on the Capitol Bypass. So whatever you're watching up from, we want to say share our live video. So they are here, as you can see in the background. What's the slogan? So 11:35, Jesus wept. So we are here bringing you all this happening here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police.
Five today is the pleasant edition of the program. We say welcome to today's edition of the program, the May edition today. Today is Wednesday, the 7th month of the year and the 16th day, just a date or the most talk about protest in Liberia. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome today. If you're in Liberia or other parts of the world, we say welcome to our lunchtime program, and this is the People's Program, the program that brings you up to speed with major happenings into Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our one world. Don't forget, the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual, today I am your humble servant. I am J Nathaniel B. Just call me the ambassador today. And I'm here today from the production department, T. Nicholas Barkley, making this day a spectacular edition for our listening public. Today marks the 16th day of the 7th month of the year. Today, 1915, July 16, the cruel people of Liberia launched a rebellion against the government of Liberia, declaring their allegiance to Great Britain and seeking annexation by Sierra Leone. This rebellion was a significant event in Liberia's early history, highlighting the ongoing tensions between the American-Liberian government and the indigenous populations. The Kru rebellion was fueled by the coastal Kru people, a long-standing resistance to the authority of the American-Liberian government in Monrovia. A Kru rebel declared their loyalty to Great Britain and requested annexation by the crown colony of Sierra Leone, which borders Liberia. The United States, concerned about the situation, diverted the USS charter to Liberia while it was en route home from Turkey. The U.S. Navy presence aimed to help quell the uprising. The rebellion occurred during World War II, and Liberia, while initially aiming for neutrality, found a strait heavily disrupted by the British Navy due to the proximity to Allied territories and the disruption of trade with Germany. The rebellion in the broader context of World War I significantly impacted Liberia's political and economic landscape, leading to a period of instability and independence into external powers. Liberia has a history marked by protests and civil unrest, stemming from social, political, and economic grievances. These protests have often been driven by ethnic tensions, power struggles, and determinants for social justice. Key events include the 1980 military coup, which led to the first Liberian civil war, and the subsequent conflicts fueled by rebel groups. Most recently, protests have faced a focus on issues like corruption, sexual violence, and the legacy of a civil war. Liberia was established in 1822 by the American Colonization Society as a settlement for the free African Americans. In 1847, to be precise, Liberia declared its independence, establishing itself as a sovereign nation. The declaration cited injustices from the United States, which initially did not recognize Liberia due to concerns about the implication of slavery. A military coup in 1980, led by Samuel Doe, overthrew the American-Liberian government, triggering widespread discontent and ethnic tensions. The coup heightened existing power struggles and ethnic divisions, eventually leading to the first Liberian Civil War from 1989 to 1997. The war was fueled by rebel groups like the National Patriotic Front of Liberia, led by Charles Taylor, and resulted in widespread debt displacement and destruction. The conflict saw the involvement of neighboring countries and the intervention of the Economic Committee of African States, ECOWAS. A peace deal in 1995 led to the elections and Taylor presidency, but Liberia became a parallel state due to its role in two regional conflicts. In 1999, the Second Civil War began with the rise of rebel groups like Liberia United for Reconciliation and Democracy Alert. The conflict ended with Liberia ex-President Taylor exile in 2003, paving the way for democratic elections and the presidency of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Africa's first elected female president. Protests has continued in Liberia, often focusing on issues like corruption, economic hardship, and sexual and gender-based violence. The women of Liberia mass action for peace protest in the nearly 2000s, depicted in the film Pray the Devil Back to Hell, played a crucial role in pressurizing for peace and an end to civil war. These protests involve women using non-violent tactics, including public demonstrations, prayer, public stripping, to demand an end to the conflict. More recent protests has been seen where women using their color black symbolism to symbolize mourning for victims of sexual and gender-based violence, particularly rape. Protests against corruption and the government failure have also occurred, highlighting ongoing challenges in Liberia. Today is the 16th of July. Today's history is a regular feature on our programs. It will bring you happiness. It's a history for your listening pleasure today. A pleasant welcome. Today, 1945, on today, the first atomic bomb exploded near the Alamogordo near Mexico. The United States tested the first atomic bomb this day in 1945 near the Alamogordo near New Mexico, and following months dropped atomic bombs onto the Hiroshima and the Nagasaki in Japan, hastening the end of World War II on today. Today, 1965, the Mount Blanc Tunnel officially opened, linking France and Italy. At the time, it was the world's largest vehicular tunnel, spanning about 7.3 miles, 11.7 kilometers. 1951 on today, J.D. Salinger, The Catcher in the Raid, which centered on the sensitive rebellion adolescents holding cruel fear, was published and later became a classic today. Today, the American baseball player Joe DiMaggio set an MLB record for most consecutive games, 56 over 8 in 1941 on today. 1965 and 1969 to be precise, Apollo 11 lifted off from the NASA John F. Kennedy Space Center in Florida. 4 days later, 2 of his astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, became the first human to set foot on the moon. Saddam Hussein became president of Iraq, and this brutal rule, which lasted 24 years, was marked by costly and unsuccessful war with neighboring countries, as well as the atrocity against the Iraqi people. 1979 on today. 1999, the 16th of July, the American publisher and a lawyer John F. Kennedy Jr., the only son of the United States President John F. Kennedy and the First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy, died after an airplane he was piloting crashed off the Martha Vineyard, Massachusetts. Also killed were his wife and his sister today. 2011, Jacques Rogge of Belgium was chosen to replace Juan Antonio Samaranch as the president of the International Olympic Committee. 2001, on the 16th of July. On the 16th of July 2004, Chicago officially opened its Millennium Park, which featured 4 fountains, eye-catching sculptures, and large outdoor concert facilities designed by the architect Frank Gehry. The American filmmaker George H. Romero, who was known for his horror film, notably The Night of the Living Dead in 1968, which launched a series of related movies, died today on the 16th of July 2017 at the age of 77. Today, before I go on today, Ginger Rogers, an American actress and dancer, was born today, July 16, 1911, Independence into the Missouri. She died on the 25th of April 1995 at the age of 83 into the Rancho marriage into California on today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome on today. And let us say welcome to all of you folks who are here with us on today. It's important that you are following up on with the editions of today's activities upon. And remember, a day to the most publicized protest, and earlier on you listened to some excerpts of preparations that are already underway, and the momentum and the zest of people. They are saying enough is enough. Why on the other end you are hearing the police, Jesus wept on the other end? But there are astonishing news coming up today, because the police in its efforts is also setting up some records, and the records that come up. And we want to say too a serious word of caution why there are agreements being signed or derived at by the organizers of the protest and the Liberian National Police. We hope that everybody can do their eyes on the side of the bargain. But the police have taken very serious measures on some officers. Some of them you expect to be there tomorrow will not be there because they are not in uniform. And today we'll call their names. We'll call those names of officers that for one way or the other, because of the act that is not compatible with the police policy, either they are suspended, either they'll be dismissed, or either they'll be reassigned. And the reason why they are, we will tell you, and some are also being disrobed on the investigations currently upon. I want to say to all sides, Liberians, you all have responsibility. Whether you are a part or not, whether you are a supporter or not, whether you will be there or not there, we all have a responsibility upon. Remember, as per the Constitution, where your rights end, another man's rights begin. Also bear in mind that I'm going to also remind you the chairman emeritus of the Liberian Council of Churches brought some very salient points that he agreed on just about a day or two ago. I was going to talk about that, but I'll take a short break, and when I come back, we go to serious business. But Liberia, remember the prevention of the protest started on the 15th, and the 3 days starts tomorrow the 17th and up. Nationwide protest, 3 days across this country upon. But there are some points that was made. Maybe probably some of you will want to agree or make some objections or suggestions on the points of the chairman emeritus there. They will go to the Liberian National Police. And those who were named today, we don't want to see in uniform. When we call their name, we don't want to see them in uniform, please. Because sometimes they will say, I want come. Sometimes when they reprimanded them to a point, they go to another area. Normally you see before, even it's happening now, but on a lower scale, when they assign a policeman, Habel, Kakata, Banga, you see him in real life. When they send in Grand Crew, you see someone in Douala. He just said that way, man, he is a policeman. And some of them, they have just gone near police station and they have stayed there perpetually. They're taking pay, and they're doing police work. They're just there. Where they are assigned, they are not to the assigned area, but they're just where they are. And because they are around a police zone or depot, and they be recognized as a police officer, they're just there. And every morning they're taking pay, but they're working. They're just there. This is my attitude of some of those people. And since we don't want a mix-up process in this thing yet, today the name of those that were called after a long investigation from May to June, what we need you today. If you now know that you're not in the police, or you are under investigation, or you are being disrobed, or you're being reassigned, we want to see the places that we'll call your name. So you have to watch out for the people that will call your name today, please. And the reason why, and it's just absurd. This whole thing, and my disappointment is we are pretending or looking at it and say we don't know what's going on, whereas we know what's going on. Liberians know what's going on, but because they say me I won't talk, so I just leave it. I can take bread from somebody's mouth. They need to eat, and at the end result, the system is just crumbling piece by piece. I'll take this break, my people. It's important. That is break. Remember, we want to say happy pre-July 26th. Today is the 16th day. We got a few more days to go to July 26th. Remember, 10 or less than 10 days, counting hours now. So we want to say to all of you Liberians, all of you who are in the borders of Liberia, happy July 26th, Liberia clock another year celebrating its anniversary. But I'll take this break here. July 26th. Happy
security and the protection of peaceful protesters. If you have a professional police force that was trained by U.S. taxpayers' money, the government of the United States, it takes to them, spend their taxes, their tax dollar, to train this police force that has been mismanaged by Gregory Coma and transformed to take on the appearance of a militant arrangement or a militant surrogate grouping of the ruling United Party that continues to disgrace its patriotism, its doctrine of service, and is behaving as though they are loyal to Greg and not to the state. When the police is even now trying to desecrate the messianic teaching and the history of our Messiah, marching in arms and citing from John 11:35 and using that to create fear, pandemonium, and panic. Do you?
I'm on my way. Where you going here? We celebrate July 26th. Liberia. Liberia. Yeah. Liberia. On my way, on my way, on my way, on my way. Oh yeah. Beautiful team there, yeah, from the Wonders World Music. Let me say hats up to the team there. Wonder and Mazik, DJ Wonder and Maz from the Wonder World Music. Let me say good afternoon to all of you. Thanks to Ruby is watching me live from Ganta City, Nima County. Liba Sewi Habel Supermarket. We want to take the time to recognize our folks. Abraham Yima, Pella Town, it's the Three Brothers Black Factory. Thank you, Abraham. Joseph F. Kier, Zuba Town is watching. Dominic Harris and said historical VAR watching you from a respected home. Thank you. Hotel Brisbane, GSA Road, Gabriel the Rescue Blocker is joining us to the Double Road. He said thanks for the show. Sonny Boy D. It said from Mike County, Lower Boys Town, Sonny Boy D. This said Mr. VAR, I'm Aaron Kanga. Relied Emmanuel B. Balafili. He said, Bon County, I'm watching you live. Motopa, Mount Barclay. Jerry Matadi, he said, University of Liberia, Lower Maigibi County, yeah. And Liva, always, he said, hope tomorrow protest will be peaceful. We have had enough violence. Thank you, Liva. Aaron Kanga is joining us today. Paul Times, the CDC is only good in the opposition. Okay, from tomorrow, see community. Vivian Talibo said, Mr. VAR, watching you from 24th Street. Thank you, Vivian. And David Richard, he said, please come outside with their wife and children tomorrow morning, please. Odysseus Boy, he said, will your wife and children be present at the protest? That's the question you're asking. Adrian Brown said, just sit down. Enough is enough. Marita Tihuia, Zizi community, always joining us. Thank you for always following. Mohammed Bar is watching. Sophie, he said the protesters are Liberian, but they should also know that where their right ends, there where the riot of the begin. Okay, he said, please let respect the policy, the police, right? And be peaceful, right? He said something like that. Luther Saki, he said, more than that Zogo. Wow, Luther Dominisaki, Manuel Killiman, always 72nd watching us. Samuel as Okenlawo, he said, no momentum. Wow. And Ambassador Elijah G. Lobel, he said, Simeon says, Zubatown, touch a turning point. JMB, JKK were rescue mission. Now they are called excuse mission. Stand is for we the people. Constitutionally, enough is enough. Amanda. Okay. And Zondo Livingston Jackson, Red Light. Thank you for joining us. It said, from Red Light update, and we hope our prayers that the protest will be peaceful. Yeah, we hope that the protest will be peaceful upon. Before I go to the police, it's important that you know this. Let me say, Augustine V. Cook and said watching from Arlington. Thank you, Augustine. Let me say Abraham Duna, Abraham Amara Duna is now watching from the USA. Thank you, Abraham, for joining us. Fatika Slocum is watching us. So say thanks for the update. Kwewala Kabad, good afternoon. Thank you. Vincent Blambo is watching Lakpasi. And yeah, I hope. And Denwa M. Jerry said, I'm watching you. Zogui Nimakam, this is 3. Thanks to all of you. Please share the video and invite others to watch. I hope that you are also following the momentum. I said something last time. I said from what was reading the war, you heard the chairman of STAN. You heard the police inspector general, and they came tit for tat with that. And after that, folks thought that doors were settling down, and they had meetings with the organizers. Commitment were made, and now you're hearing that in some of the posts, the state chairman is saying, "Don't hold anybody. Anything happen, hold me." I'm the organizer. Don't hold anybody. Anything happen, hold me. And they said there was some bargaining that went on, some agreement they made there. We weren't there. They're telling us what they talk about. But yeah, we're hearing. He said, Jesus wept. The police are in here. And they are telling us that the police is telling them that all checkpoints. And I'm wondering why. Because on that day is a day that checkpoints should be placed, because all of them will be moving. What if I'm coming from my area going red light, and red light already by itself crowded, then I see more than 2,000 people coming right in front of me. Where would I pass? I need the police to direct people so that I can pass and go buy my bag of wheat or my pagotoa beans. Maybe that day I'm looking for dry meat to cook my cassava leaf. So that and I can get over my head. They're saying that the police said they will not be anywhere around. They will move all the checkpoints. I'm wondering how. Because on such a day, it is the day that police should be there to protect other people. But you don't know who are these people. You come up going to do a different thing. You on the motorbike. Maybe trying to make his way, but the crowd is too heavy. You got to stop. Police need to make way for vehicles. So I just don't understand that. And I hope they said they discussed those issues, but they come from mobile. But he said anything happening, they should not go to anybody. The police should not. But listen again, crime is not transferable. Because if you think that you want to knock one motorbike man from your bag to take a bag for him, they say put anything happen go to Molo. Police will not sit there, or people will not sit there and see knock one motorbike from your bag to take a bag from him and say you're home one Molo for the bag. Because Molo may not just mean they know what happened. He will say you're lying on me. You're lying on the situations. So police will be there to rescue somebody. They get coming or sour milk or cold water, they put test it. One man stop, get $20 for a full bag, the other one then put her hand there. The next thing she lost everything, who she gonna roll? They are tested, they go on. You see, this is what I'm talking about. So, but they say no, police should not be around, all that, but they said all that they already had their thoughts. And Mr. Adolphus Duor said, thank you, Woodcamp, thanks for joining me today. You see, so that's where we are. J Fasama Colley, he said, thanks for the show. I'm watching for Woodcamp also too. Thank you, Fasama. Noah Leopoldo is watching. Yeah, and like I said to you earlier on, Bishop Kobe Brown said something. Bishop Kobe Brown said something. He said for his part, he have always not supported any protest in Liberia because he believed that the other way we can address our national concerns without necessarily going to the street. He said those statements, and he started doing a worship service at the New Water in the Desert Apostolic Pentecostal Church in the Broadway area. And he said, this is what he's saying, because often he said we are not finding means of conversations, but you say no. We can't find, because no matter what, no matter the protest, the leaders will still sit on the table to talk. The leaders will still sit on the table to talk. He said, why we are not finding another means to sit on the table to talk this, because no matter what, and I agree with him, he made reference to 2019. The protest organizer, the Council of Patriots, representing the government, they had to go and sit at the headquarters of the Liberian Council of Churches in Simcoe. And for days, they tried to reach to some conclusion to enable them to address the concern. So he's saying that this thing always happen, but now the folks have met with government institutions and they said they are gearing up and they are prepared for tomorrow. Nationwide protest over the country, and I'm worried. We're already saying Liberia hard, and I hope this thing they will also find reason to either cut some days or hours or minimize the presence at some place. Because let me tell you something, it's true. Every day, like I have to come to this radio station every day to have a program here. That's how people go every day out to hustle before they can eat. If they don't go, they won't eat. On a real note, if these people don't go, they won't eat. And they have to eat. So are they going to starve for 3 days if they can't sell? I think the protesters should be able to do the advocating, and I'm seeing this issue of making the protest unique just to individuals or the institutions, political party, all that, whereas the issue they are raising involve a lot of people who have been affected by this process. Rape, unexplained deaths, illegal dismissal, low pay grade, all that. Several persons have been affected by this in the country. But let's be true to ourselves. People must eat. Even the protesters will go outside tomorrow. They stay for in the morning, 12, 2, we have to eat. And if they wait for 3 days, how would they eat? Some of them are motorcycles, they have to ride motorbike to eat. Some of them are young boys. Some of them working in entertainment center, construction site. And you know that day when you go to work, they mark you absent. You won't take pay for that day. They are delay hires. So I just hope that they can have all the concerns, like Bishop Country Brown said, the former president of Liberia Council of Churches, all in all, they will just have to sit down at the table. So I hope that have in mind while they are addressing the plight, the only way it can be concluded is on the table. Let them also find means to sit on the table and discuss other issues that can help them. It's important. Let's go to this issue. The Liberian National Police has said that they are placed on disciplinary measures in schools and also to professional standard division. Some have been reported there, but their actions is to discipline officers. And some of the things they are lazy up here, it's just so much. But oh God, like I said earlier on, we are just part of the problem. We know what's going on, but we pretend that we don't know what's going on. It's also good to inform you that because of abuse of authority and unlawful detention, Officer Washington Wisse has been suspended for 2 months without salary for unlawful detaining a complainant, one Mr. Dokoro Dere, and he also accused of withdrawing money from the man's phone, from the man's account, while he hold the man in detention. So the officer now were to pay the money that he took from the man's phone, but he never did it. So now a disciplinary action has been placed on him. Before he be reinstated, he should restitute the man $60 with a payment receipt submitted to the PSD. You see something there? You're working for money, then you taking somebody $60. You see? But these are the reality. These are the reality. So the CPL Washington Wisse, we want to see you tomorrow. You've been suspended 2 months without pay. We want to see you tomorrow getting your uniform. You're play watch out for the CPL Washington Wisse. That's one. For one man who just decided to stay away from work and said because they ain't giving him no leave. Like we are media people. It's difficult for our institution to say they want more leave. They feel that when we leave for the 1 month, so no happen to the institution. So normally don't get leave. We don't get leave. Usually we don't get leave. It is so if you say we the media people get leave, be all you just run away or you sick. Sometimes prolonged sickness help you. You go on leave, and it should not just be the kids. Yeah, it should not be the kids. And so because of that, Superintendent Mandy K. Wongwe, he has been reassigned after 117 days without approval leave. And remember, they violated the procedure, the administrative procedure of the Liberian National Police. So the man said, "Me, I'm tired going." And sometimes these are the cases you see. They assign someone, you go to them play. The rooster will not tell that you are officer on the book. So 117 days, he got him to leave. So because of that, they reassign him. Patrol Officer Alberta T. Williams has been also suspended indefinitely for failing to repay $675 to a fellow officer, one Ophelia D. Linio, and an additional money of $50 to owe another private citizen. So you see some of the conditions going through. But I was saying earlier on, government prefer to pay one man $15,000 and pay one man $100 or $150. And these are the situations. Before any officer, patrol officer Alberta T. Williams can go back to work, she will have to pay that money and also show proof. Pay her colleague money, $675 and $50 to a private citizen. So these are some of the issues you see here. Sometimes they hold somebody in detention, the policeman see the man belt looking good, the belt out, you carry it. When you move on jail, you can't see your trousers, you can't see your belt. If you have a wallet with things inside, you can't see those things. And these are some of the things that go on in the service. But officers are being caught and be reprimanded for some of the issues. And some other officers have been suspended for failing to cooperate with internal investigations. They do something, their complaints go, they don't want to go there. And you are in a service structure where, and the reason why this time we are naming these people, when they come time they can't come. So when the whole motorbike, the things I carry the motorbike on zone 4 or zone 3 or zone 5, you go there, you not see your bike. But a policeman carry your bike. Where they took it, you don't know. You won't see it. And all the servants know that these men, they are unsuspended, they're working. They should be laying down home. But they are in uniform, masquerading colors and all the area. So when you see the people there, they just take that picture. So it will be the punishment hard for them. Patrol Officer Jack D. King, Aaron Nimbo, Ephraim Bondet, Lawrence Labrod, Labrod, and Jerry Doe. They are to restitute the amount of $300 Liberian and 56,000 Liberian dollars. And the more, when they pay the money and they are coming back, it's contingent upon their cooperation and the submission with a valid payment receipt. The people fighting law enforcers who make it sure say before the law, these are the people that have crime on them. You see what they're doing? You see what we're talking about? Why people, other people credit, they can't pay for people, other people take susu money, they can't pay. Officers themselves are getting them, and they are involved in these things here. In another case, and they must pay the money for the comeback. Jack D. King, Aaron Nimbo, Ephraim Bonde, Lawrence Laborde, and Jerry Doe. $300 United States, 56,000 Liberian dollars. Whether they go raid, they took the poor money, lost all things, they have to face it. Another case again is Patrick, and that is a patrol officer Andrew M. Falika. They want to be suspended indefinitely. And as I'm naming this board, there's something you see synonymous with all of them. Money business, money business, money business. It's about policemen don't have to lay out money. Indefinitely being suspended for failing to repay $8,700 to a complainant. One Mrs. Howard David. He is off until he pays this money. If you don't pay this money, anywhere you see in uniform, you hire yourself to be blamed. Patrol Officer Andrew M. Falika. $8,700 from the complainant. The person bring complaint to you, you want use of means to do something else. Until you pay that money, you are not an officer. Then there are other officers who have been the other group of people I'm about to call. They did their own thing and they went under the punishment. They are now being free. They see money business again. Patrol Officer Esther L. Flomo should reimburse $200 to a complainant and return the active duty. Should be reinstated. Patrol Officer Jude F. Kolongo. You also reach a settlement with a complainant, one Chris Yogo, and confirm payment of his medical bill at the 14 the military hospital. And the case is now closed, so he's now been reinstated. So these people are clear. They can wear that uniform tomorrow, but they will not be in an ugly eye. Superintendent Samson K. C. He also being clear. Chief Inspector Sylvester N. Dopo. They being clear. Their own wrongdoing was different, but they were involved in some alleged property demolition. But through the investigation, they found not sufficient evidence, and so the party now has seen reasons to go further through the civil law channel process. But the police have said we don't see enough evidence, and we feel that from our judgment and our investigation, these people should not be held for such a process here until otherwise. Others, when you go to the court will say this, and when they ask the police, this is what their findings were, and the court can come to their own judgment. But from their end, the two officers are clear, and that is Superintendent Samson K.C. and Chief Inspector Sylvester and Dopo. They are clear. Another issue here, another officer has been suspended for 1 month without salaries. He seized a complainant's cell phone. Then there's an allegation that he misappropriated allegedly 1,500. So his case has been transferred to the Crime Services Division, a department, where both of them, they are now considered persons of interest, and there is a potential criminal investigation now. I'm going to call their name: Corporal Donu Topa, Corporal Donu Topa, and Patrol Officer Ralph Gay. Ralph Gay and Donu Topa, they are now persons of interest in this case. They now been transferred to the Crime Services Division. And these are times, more often we come to, we say, yeah, the police doing well, but they are still bad apples. And I often say, every time we say, oh, they are good officers in the police, that's a fact. But then the bad ones are under the covers, the canopy of those good ones, and they just hide under there. When you say, oh, police officers are clean officers, they're so neat, but they are also some dirty and filthy ones. So by the time you say the other ones are clean, cover everybody, but there are still some bad ones. So it's also an opportunity I will tell you some of the development that coming from the angle of the Liberian National Police. This is what they're doing. They crimes or the attempted allegation of issues they are holding people for, that they are extorting money or even sending to court. They themselves are formed victims of some of those things here. So it's good that you know that. And it's important that there should be an ethical conduct within the police, and this restoration of public trust should be a matter of serious concern. You can be a law enforcement officer and the public don't trust you, they perceive you to be corrupt. This is one coming up, not mine, yo. I was a case, a police officer around a continuous site. Those girls usually selling the clothes. He just ran straight. They ain't group, but he ran straight to one and took her clothes. So she tried to pull it from him. The colleague said, "Leave the girl." I just stood watching them. He forced the girl to. She wanted to follow him. She left it, and some of the clothes fell. He wrapped the other one, put on the iron, go, and then he crossed the road. So you're not coming here. So you're not coming nowhere. We know your attitude. Although my clothes, I already know how much it costs. And these are the case. Sometimes you see even the people in the police, they go arrest, they just drag all the goods. Even the Liberian National Police, they do that. They drag all of the goods, they mix up in one pickup. And how will you know who got this, who don't have this? Even if somebody have perishable goods, before you go, and these are regulations that even when you carry to at a depot, the person go there, even if it's a fine they have to pay, they pay the fine and retrieve their goods. But when you do that, you carry a sport. I saw pay a fine. Like one man said, I pulled and I crime I commit. I'm being held in a violation. Yes, there are fines to this. I can pay the fine, go in government corporates because of my stubbornness. But I have to retrieve my item. That's why I laid it back. And some of these things, when you go to some of those things, you wonder what's going on. I saw one of the commander from Ominga here at the junction, got there, turned everything upside down. And when you look at some of the women's faces, they stand with despair. They say, "I'm just away now. Anything to do it." They say, "You come here, you tell, okay, you meat, you give fish, you give this, then you come this time, You can't do bugometing, and you feeling can't over money. You see some of the things, and these are the issues we are faced with. So these officers, imagine officers, you hold a complainant, then you take their phone, you take money from any person's phone. For what reason? You then enforcing the law, but you also forfeited the law. And this is a clear instance to sort of caveat that despite, again, we are saying that they are good, qualified, good officers, but there are also some bad ones. And these bad ones are spoiling the images of the institution they are calling in the institution. And these ones will be ruled out. It's a good step to support the police of the reaffirmation of zero tolerance stance towards misconduct. Some of the police, some of the officers are very ruthless. They misbehave only because they're in a suit, or they feel the terrain they are part of, nobody will be there to carry them and say, I'll carry a complaint. So they do anything or whatever they wish to do. When they hold you, you got money. And isn't the person being accused or being alleged or something doesn't mean that they are guilty. And by confiscating their properties, will not sell anything. So now the police will take a young boy's motorbike. They won't give it to them. You hold a man in violations. There are fines and penalties to that. But you rob the man of his bike. You only inflict crimes because you want to take the bullet back from him. You make the case hard at the police station with the man or woman only because you are seeing some valuables. That today they probably get 2-3 phones, will put it inside the phone, you're not getting it. Or 2 will lost, or 1 will lost. Or you got money. So when I let you go, we testify on your bro, catch you here, we put you in jail. The money back, you go here when you come back before you get it. And these are some of the issues. Look at some of the monies they are asking police officers to restitute. Imagine that. $200. The other two officers, the other officers have to send somebody to pay a medical bill at the Fulton Mental Hospital. You see some of the things? Some of their old people, they take people money. Somebody comes here with a complaint. You end up robbing them. And if all of us want to have a good country and with this kind of attitude, how then will country be good? It won't. And know at the back of your mind, you did the police and the academy. Not everybody being accused is guilty. Because they accuse somebody, then the person is guilty. No! I think I listened to some of the superintendent and the chief inspector there were not enough evidence in the dual election issue. So the police said, no, we can't hold them, we have to clear them. A similar case with the people you're dealing with. You are there to protect the people. Why then will you make the people that are in the center of fear? You should send the officer and say, I want him. Wicked. They tell me him as a gangster, like they will end. Because it's entire with his story. You go to protect the people. You go to protect properties. You place yourself in that form and manner. So tomorrow, the day you got good news, you get the people and they say they won't listen to you. You're not the one here or want to see you. So it's also good that police officers who are there at the face of government and law enforcement bestow that trust and the confidence in the people that they can trust you. I was on the radio last time discussing the same police thing, and I call officer and they say the man he somebody linked to armed robbery. I said, wow. You see that? So the police, you as an officer, you will be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Especially where tomorrow the nation stands at a position. The group saying we will be peaceful. And the police say, yeah, we will protect you. You won't mind, or you're not careful after tomorrow, you shall hear claims and counter claims. Oh, we are here peacefully, oh. We are here, the police here join here, they here kill the us here, they here start beating or just put here, the whole thing change. And even the protesters, those who want to protest, even pastors, band, those who never knew about what's going on, they all get affected in the process. You will hear police say, yeah, but we're watching them, we saw this kind of act, we saw the president doing this, the president went there to bestow peace among the group. Let's be mindful. This is the only country we have. Like the former president of the Liberia Council of Churches said, it will just have to settle down the table. So we should not do it like this thing, we'll not talk about it. We must, and we'll just have to sit down the table. We will just have to. Because you have presented a petition and the accounts that each government says, let's sit on the table, like Commissioner of Peace, they have to sit on the table with the police and the Minister of Justice. So we should just know that we will have to sit down on the table. We should not do it like tomorrow is just a day that Liberia will end. There is still a Liberia after 24 hours or after the 72 hours those are counting on themselves. After that, there will still be a Liberia. And we should have that in mind. Good afternoon. I'll go to the lines and talk to you today. And please watch out. Those officers, we don't want to see them in uniform. Please. We want to see them in uniform. We don't want to say they're doing backup. No. Don't want to see them in uniform, especially those ones that have been suspended, those ones that are under investigations. We don't want to see you there because your actions has already made us to question your behavior. So when seeing them on those areas, then it becomes a problem. Good afternoon. Let's take this break.
John 11:35, do you know why Jesus wept? He wept at the grave of Lazarus. That is a tragic depiction of the burden he carried as a Messiah that is sensitive to the plight of a human being. He was mourning for the loss of his brother, of a friend. He was mourning for the tragic reality of a world lost to sin. A world that had lost faith and became dejected and chose their own path. The police is trying to mistakenly, erroneously draw inspiration from John 11:35 to establish a pattern of brutality. Shame on you for twisting the agony of a Messiah to appease your desire for bloodshed or for bloodletting. They are marching in police uniform, carrying guns, and quoting John 11:35, where there is a peaceful protest planned for July 17. Are you sending a message that you will brutalize civilians on July 17?
No matter what, hey God, no matter what, no matter the situations, Liberians will still have reasons to say thank you. Liberians will still have reasons to say thank you, and especially you all the time. Yeah, we celebrated last 26. There were people who were part of 26 would not be here. The fight that God can give our life, yeah, we'll still pray and still be happy, yeah. But anything that happens tomorrow, we'll look for it. Anything, whatever we about, we'll look for it.
and misquoting John 11:35 and using that to weaponize your agenda, to brutalize, to subjugate, and victimize peaceful protesters that are campaigning for the rule of law, for stability, for economic growth, for justice, etc. This is wrong. Warming up in blue, our national colors, with arms, to demonstrate their preparedness to victimize.
No matter what the turns out to be, whatever tomorrow we look for and what we call for, and that's it, what we'll say, pray, peace, and that's what we want. We want peace. You know, like the Bible said, in the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So what we want is what we're talking about. We want to say peace to the protesters and the protests. We want to say to all of you, let's go through the lines now. Let me say Speedo, Rasta say, hey JMB, thanks for the update. I think it's a time now for us Liberians to hold our leaders accountable for provoking the people's trust, and we must do the right thing, the right way. Liberia is all we have. Let's uphold the peace. After all, my grandpa can speak good English. Yes, oh, yeah. And David Richardson said, red light is the protesters. Let all the protesters know that Liberia is all we have, and Liberia first. Jerry B. Kekula say, hey, cool, I'm watching you from Habel Lower Mikey County. Thank you. And Kuriwala Kaba said, thanks for the update. And GY Oliver City said, good afternoon, cool family. I'm watching you from Moscow, Russia. Say, yes, watching from Russia, Moscow. Thank you. Francis B. Dolly said, I'm watching from Nema County Electoral District 9. Thank you. Tom Colley said, good afternoon, cool family. Michelle William Bill Noah say, hello Nat, I'm following my ABC community, Liberian need God. UJ One Ways, I'm following. City Ye Kemo say President Boakai has become a total embarrassment to this country. Enough is enough. Tomorrow we're outside. Morris Howard said, my name is Morris Howard, and I do join you for my business center in Real Light. Thank you. John Getamini, Puebline, thank you. Let's go through the lines now. 0775-919-919. And Duffer Door is watching. J Fasama Collie Jr. Let's talk to you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
I'm Jones Squeeter calling from
Jones Squeeter, where have you been? It's been a long while, Jones.
Yeah, right. I've been in this middle.
Go ahead. Oh Lord. Go ahead, my brother. Yeah.
But they should put that in a rough way. They listen to the police, and the police say you're going left. Feeding and then still go left. But I want to put it as sponsor in la bill. But I think that they can do what you can take them back and be up there tomorrow. So they're feeding to them, no one's stopping them from protesting.
Oh.
So the second point, the police, the director, I want for you to please make it when it's clear director can do that and public to them picture all in the street. But people don't know them. Well, then I was saying, well, it's happened. And they were still ready to move on, ready to go, come down with the roof on there.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jones. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nathaniel.
Yeah, go ahead, John Moba.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nathaniel. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for your hard work. And everything, Nathaniel, is not easy. You're beautiful, some people. Yeah, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless your children and your children. Oh, Nathaniel, I'm going to tell Mama Molu. On top of the project they need tomorrow, I have all the recording, please. Please, Yeah, they take time because if something happens, they say they're going ahead, if something happens to that carry baby. Because I know that the solid speaking and you carry is not this baby. It is based on the police women, police who to take action. They will say because I know police they wear string, they respect that, President Bola talk to them, the people talk to them, they put there. But they should not go before. All the police people, they say, oh, that the police people, and the police people, they kill, they want to go, they want to do it, and the petition, they want to go give, they go give it. But I want to get their penny. That is the time we did.
Okay. Okay, let's take time with it. Good afternoon. Lutolo Menesaki.
Yeah, thank you for the recognition of Ambassador. I think the government of Liberia had tried that possible to set camera in the red light. And so now when you just stay in the corner and see the way the police can begin to settle. They move from different planet Earth, they come. No, they get the picture on the taking a good chunk of the way. So I would take progress of what it does there. As a rescue mission, when you get good need to the child. You're not good need better the child or a child. They affect them. But you're not affecting them. We get a rescue mission, they're not affecting the government. They're not affecting the government. Well, then they try to change the name, different name.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. We just let one change the name. Good afternoon, Mrs. Curry. Go ahead, you live.
If any market people who are making the sister war or whatever, if they join a protest with police and a certain police force, the people catch them hell, even the drivers, they can't get ever attention even now. Our boy will pack up on ground to allow they can't get for driving. The policemen start the bus say, why you going here? Then you shine flying keke so the people can you imagine that? So I feel like actually I want to get was a passport. What can I say? They say I'll tell you the police across the bridge. They tormenting. They tormented people too much or they even get a whole paradise guarantee before you get trapped. So if the people join the protest and the police, the way they treating the backing people in that for they need to fear them for a police, yes. Get them back to the barriers and talk to them. They shouldn't, the moment they say this and that.
Thank you, Mrs. And this is to that, any police are doing something around, right? Here's the police get a name. You just take their name. You take their names. Let me tell somebody I thought would never call on this program. Good afternoon.
Hello?
You're live on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Sarah's Natl. Now, the protest will go on. For me, the only thing I'm telling the protesters, get this stone to choke the police. Stone is an object, and object can kill. You can take object to stone the police, then you expect the policemen to just look at you. The protest is good, it's a right. But most of my issue here is, you see more people will not extend that protest because they carry on. The organizer, you can remember CDC $1 rally. More money was chased on a CDC barrier for up to now, people don't get the money. And you know what money was enriching. Use one government official to go to the paper that if we give them money, then we see up there to work on the protest. President Walker said no. He will not give somebody a damn.
Okay.
The only thing, they must be peaceful.
Okay, yeah, they're going to be peaceful tomorrow. That's what they say. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead. Good afternoon, go ahead. Good afternoon, go ahead.
And you protect us tomorrow. The most loyal and respected of the Constitution. If for anything we're going to protest, and you need to realize that and stop the wasteful spending and stop using the taxpayer money for your personal use. Stop prioritizing private jets. Stop prioritizing private.
Will you be there tomorrow? Will you? Hello, Imanatosia. Will you be there tomorrow? No, because I know say you been behind some Samba Morris. All the times you've been having protest, you have never been there. You only call, you only encourage people to go, but you have never been in the midst of the people there, the protest. But then still, citizen never give job, but you're working for the summer under 6 years. You don't work for the party never. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Because most of y'all tell your friends say will be the protest. You're not going to stand the corner. Take picture. You're posting. They go there. You're leading to your offices. Most of you, I know plenty of you people, plenty. And who say they are citizens but they're working for opposition. Even now, somebody say they are citizens but they're working for opposition. They're working for unity parties but they say they're citizens. A lot of them. Okay, so let me talk to this caller. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm pretty make our way to work for the school, question the point to let your work to be specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the strong advance to all the protesters tomorrow. I think this Bureau is for every one of us. They want to exercise your right. Don't misuse the right that the Constitution gives you. Think whether you really inform the Ministry of Justice, give you permit for you to exercise your right. Please, tomorrow, if the police having to say, please go on the side and try to go and present your petition, try to go by it. And they will be peaceful. The government will even give it necessary to even provide water and even make food that they will give it to you because you exercise your right peacefully.
Yeah.
To be frank.
Yeah.
Because there are some bad apples. You know, one apple for the whole tree, right? So I bet you, the organizers advise the protesters, your men, all those that control your group and other things, please try to give them advice. Because we want for this government for the international community investors to recognize us.
Okay, let me take my last call here. The chairman said anything happens, anybody will go to him. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Bart, thank you so much for the show. One thing came to my mind when you're doing about the police after my son was there, you said there's my son from Walla TV. They started to make money. Right to the Portland Junction, you don't have to hold in a bullet. I bought the law or money car or trying to eat. I put on the car or didn't want to eat. This clear. They keep on the plant. I don't know, they said, I think that is more than now. Maybe I put that in my head. I live with you or I son. But when I left it, you went here, I'm with you. If we here, I'm with you.
Is it why your name? Why your name?
When come over for me, we know that the devil is out of the side, he's out of what's it up with, to get away. He went someone left him about it. If what is going to do anything less, he went about the devil. When I went away to the market, I decided to use our cost for our friends down there in the zoo of me. They give them one time again. One time I lost it, and then I'm going to one of me. Yes, I'm committed front of me. A lot of mobile.
Yeah, but sometimes y'all be documenting, y'all carry the poor complaint. The professional standard will not know the thing happening when you don't carry complaint to them. So y'all be carrying the poor complaint. Okay, let me squeeze in this one here. You want privilege caller, privilege standard right. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm George.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to to be fair, in the model town, the protest will be right. If we get
come on the corner and put this out of the main road. We left it. Because we want to be peaceful. We left the street. We decided to come on the community road. Now the people maybe not to go on the road, we agree. But now the hard police car, two motorcycle, and they were not on the corner road. If you just don't want to buy the whole of that, you have to pay $2,000. You actually give it $4 years, So to be fair, it's not fair. To be real, they can help him with the youth. This is the reason why you see the unpopular will reduce. But if the government has to take it down, you're not able to support everybody, not get job for everyone.
Oh, okay.
So the other people increase.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Time is man's greatest enemy. I got to go. Thanks to all of you here. T. Nicholas Barkley and I have been here for this presentation. We want to say our condolence to the BN family for the loss of the Liberian National Police family too, for the loss of Inspector James K. BN. We want to say never mind to the family, his wife, the children. Our prayers, our thoughts are with you in this troubling time. We want to say take solace in the law. We want to say never mind to the family, the Liberian National Police and the BN family. Also, happy birthday to you, Police Director Melvin Tauber of Painesville City. I want to say happy birthday to you. It's been so wonderful. Many thanks. All of you for joining us today. Until tomorrow, on the protest day, I'll be sitting right here in the King's Chair and see what's going on. No matter what, this day must come to pass. Until then, have a pleasant good afternoon.
This is in line with the July 17th protest. We will be on Thursday with Jay and bring you some of the happening here. So where are you watching the live video from? We want to say share our live video here as they continue on the train, as they continue to get ready for the protest, where you know the police are. They are here to take care of life and property as well.